Hi, welcome to my channel. Before we start, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the videos and share them with your friends. In today's lesson, we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended, Variant 2-1, May-June 2017. The first question, simplify. So this is an indice question. When you are solving for an indice, what is the rule that you are supposed to be knowing? If you have a power in the bracket and a power outside the bracket, you times the power. So the answer is x to the power of 10. Next, the thickness of one sheet of paper is 8 multiplied by 10 to the power of -3 centimeter. Work out the thickness of 250 sheets of paper. So we just have to times 8 times 10 to the power of -3 by 250. This will give us 2. Next, write 23.4571 correct to 4 significant figures. So let's count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's here. Look at the number after 4. If it is 5 or more, then we add 1 to the previous number. 23.46 to the nearest 10. This is the tens place and the number after is 3. It is less than 5. So you don't add any number. You replace it with 0. And the answer is 20. Question number 4. We have been given a table that shows the temperatures in 5 places at 10 a.m. one day in January. Which place was the coldest? The lowest temperature is -10, and that is for Chicago. Next, at 2 p.m., the temperature in Helsinki has increased by 4 degrees centigrade. Write down the temperature in Helsinki at 2 p.m. So we are going to add 4 to 7, and that will be -3 degrees. Question number 5, factorize completely 12n squared minus 4mn. Make a bracket like this. Put a negative in the middle. Look at the numbers. We know that 4 times 3 is 12 and 4 times 1 is 4. So what is the common number here? 4. And we are left with 3 and 1. And then n square and n. N square means n multiplied by n, right? And there's one n here. So again, one n is common. We remove that out. We are left with n and n. We can write it as 4n, 3n minus n. Question number 6 is an indice question. You have 2 to the power of r is equal to 1 over 16. Remember that whenever you have been given a base and another number has been given to you, 16, try to see how you can write 16 with the base 2. You can use a calculator to check and you will find that 2 to the power of 4 is 16. If you have a power in the denominator and you want to write it in the numerator, the sign will become negative. If the base is same, we can say that the powers equal to each other. So r is equal to -4. Part B, 3 to the power of t is equal to, we have got 1/5 of 3. So we can write 3 to the power of t is equal to 3 to the power of 1 over 5. Again, the same thing. If the base is same, it gets cancelled. The powers are equal to each other. So t is equal to 1 over 5. What you are supposed to know here is, suppose you have square root x. I hope everybody knows this is x to the power of half. What about if you have power of x is a, but you do not have any power written here? So whatever is the power of x inside the square root, that you will write it as a numerator. And if there's no power written here, that is a 2. Suppose you have here b and a inside. So you will have x is equal to a over b, x to the power of a over b. So the same rule we applied here. We have been given, if there is no power, it means there is a 1. So we write it 3 to the power of 1 over 5. Next, without using a calculator, we have to work out this fraction. You can multiply 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2. 5 over 3 plus 5 over 7. You need to have a common denominator when you are solving a addition or a subtraction of a fraction. Multiply by 3 in the numerator and the denominator. Multiply by 7. So you'll get 5 times 7, 35 plus 15 over 21. And we will get 50 over 21. If you know how to change this into a mixed number, well and good. If not, you can write this in the calculator in this form, 50 over 21, and then press equal. After you press equal, above the delete button, there is an SD written like that. Then you press this and you will get the answer to 821. Sorry, after you put this in the calculator and press equal, press Shift HD and then you will get this answer. So question number 8. Simon has 2 boxes of cards. In one box, each card has one shape drawn on it, that is either a triangle or a square. In the other box, each card is colored either red or blue. Simon picks a card from each box at random. The probability of picking a triangle card is T. The probability of picking a red card is R. Complete the table for the cards that Simon picks, writing each probability in terms of R and T. So this is the event and this is the probability. The first is triangle and red. We know that triangle is T and red is R. And implies that we multiply. So it is TR. T multiplied by R. But we always write the variables in alphabetical order. Therefore, RT is the correct way to write it. Next is given to us. And then triangle and blue. Let's understand properly. This is one box. It has a triangle or a square in it. The other box has a red or a blue card in it. So you have a red card or a blue card. The probability of triangle is T. So the probability of square will be 1 minus T. The probability of red is R. Therefore, the probability of not red is going to be 1 minus R. Because when you add the probabilities, they equal to 1. So now we have triangle and blue. Triangle is T and blue is 1 minus R. So 1 minus R, T. Square and blue. This is square and this is blue. 1 minus R and 1 minus T. Question number 9. H is directly proportional to the square root of P. When we have the word directly proportional, we will write H is equal to K square root of P. And now we have to find K. Replace the H. 5.4 is equal to K and P is equal to 1.44. Therefore, K will be 5.4 over 1.44. 4.5. So let's write our equation with K in it. 4.5 square root P. Now we have to find H when P is 2.89. So replace the p with 2.89 and we will get h is equal to 7.65. Question number 10 is an inequality question. We have to shade the unwanted regions of the grid. The first one is y is less than or equal to 2. So this is the region we want. So the unwanted region will be the top region. So this is the unwanted region for y is less than or equal to 2. The other one we have is y is more than or equal to 1. So we want this region, we don't want the down region. And then we have y is less than or equal to 2x minus 1. So how do we know whether it is this line or this line? Remember, whenever you have y is less than or more than or equal to a number and an x, it's usually on the y-axis, y is 0, y is 5, and on the x-axis, x is 5. So this line here is y is less than or equal to 5 minus x. Now to check whether we have to take the one under the line or above the line, what do we have to shade? Write the equation, choose a point. I'm choosing x is 0 and y is 0. That is the easiest one. So is y less than or equal to 5? Yes, it is less than 5. So this part is the wanted region. This is the unwanted one. So we shade this here. And now we'll take the other one. Y is less than or equal to 2x minus 1. Again, we'll write it down here. We are going to use the same point, 0 and 0. 0 is less than or equal to negative 1. No, it does not satisfy our inequality. This point is above the line 2x minus 1 and it does not satisfy our inequality, so this is the unwanted region. And this one is our wanted region. Question number 11. The two barrels in the diagram are mathematically similar. The smaller barrel has a height of 8 centimeter and a capacity of 100 liters. And the larger barrel has a height of 90 centimeter and capacity of 160 liters. Work out the value of H. In a similarity question, let's write down here, this is the large barrel and the capacity is 160 liter. The smaller barrel has capacity 100 liter. 160 multiplied by something gives you 100. What is that? We have to find out. Because capacity is related to volume, we write k to the power of 3. K is our scale factor. So k cube is equal to 100 over 160. You can write k is equal to 100, 160 cube root. This is the scale factor for length or height. Now the large height is 90 and the smaller height we need to find out. So 90 multiplied by our scale factor, which is 100 over 160, 1 cube, will give us 76.9 is our H. Question number 12. A line has gradient 5. M and N are 2 points on this line, and we have been given the coordinates of M and of N. Find an expression for X in terms of K. Because the gradient has been given to us, we are going to use the gradient formula, which is gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's write down the point. M is x8 and N is k23. So we will take the y's first. 8 minus 23 over x minus k is equal to 5. Cross multiply, so we will get 8 minus 23 is equal to 5 x minus k. 8 minus 23 is negative 15. This is a multiply, you move to the other side, it will be a divide, is equal to x minus k. You will get negative 3 is equal to x minus k. K bring to the other side, it will become positive. So k minus 3 is equal to x. So that's our answer. X is equal to k minus 3. Question number 13. We have been given a cuboid and the length of the sides has been given to us. Calculate the angle between the line AG and the base. So basically we are looking at the angle here. Remember, if it is a cuboid or a cube, it may not look like, but every angle at the corner is equal to 90 degrees. So as this is a right angle triangle and two sides has been given to us, we can use trigonometry to solve this question. These are the three trigonometric identities that you need to know. Sin theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, which identity should we use here? We can see that always write down the angle that is given that you want to find. You want to find angle G. What do you have? You have the opposite. So write opposite, and the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. So you also have the hypotenuse. That means we have to use sine. So sine G is equal to opposite, which is 5, over hypotenuse, which is 13. Whenever you want to find the angle, we write sine inverse 5 over 13, and you will get 22.6. So that's our answer. Question number 14. The diagram shows a regular octagon joined to an equilateral triangle. Work out the value of x. Octagon means it has 8 sides. An equilateral triangle means all the three angles are going to be same. And we know that the sum angle property of triangle, all three angles equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, one angle will equal to 180 divided by 3, which is 60 degrees. So this is 60. We need to find one interior angle of a regular octagon. To do so, we use a formula n minus 2 multiplied by 180 over n. N is the number of sides. Therefore, we have octagon means 8 sides. 8 minus 2 multiplied by 180 divided by 8. 135. So this angle is 135. Now the remaining angle we need to find is x. Angle at a point equal to 360. So when we add all these three angles, they should equal to 360. 60 plus 135 plus x is equal to 360. Therefore, x is equal to 360 minus 60 minus 135. 165. Therefore, x is equal to 165. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. For question number 15 onwards, please watch part 2. If I've helped you, kindly subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.